Good afternoon. It's Wednesday, February 13th. I'm Tierney Angus.
And I'm Alex Sarsenich, and here are your top Skedline news stories. Toronto, take a seat. The identity of the city's infamous chair girl is now known. 19-year-old Marcella Zoya turned herself in to Toronto Police Service's 52 Division earlier this morning and is expected to appear in court later this afternoon. She was charged with common nuisance, mischief endangering life, and mischief damaging property under $5,000. The video surfaced Saturday where Zoya is believed to have thrown 2 chairs and several other items off the ICE condo building. Everything landed nearby the Gardiner Expressway and Lakeshore Boulevard. Thankfully, nobody was injured or harmed during this event. Although Zoya's identity is now known, the person who filmed the video of the act is yet to be discovered.
Toronto police will not be laying criminal sexual assault charges against a former RCMP doctor. 30 women gave statements alleging John A. McDougall sexually assaulted them during mandatory medical exams in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The first 3 women to speak out complained about McDougall to Ontario's medical regulator as early as 1991. McDougall is now in his mid-80s and has been retired since 2001. According to his lawyer, McDougall has dementia and is living in a retirement home with round-the-clock care. A spokesperson for the Toronto Police Service said that investigators determined there is a lack of evidence to press charges. One of the original 3 complainants has already received compensation through an RCMP class action fund for abuse victims based on her encounter with McDougall. Another is pursuing a lawsuit filed in 2018 against McDougall and the RCMP despite the Toronto Police decision.
Federal MP Jody Wilson-Raybould is remaining silent over the SNC-Lavalin controversy. The former Justice Minister resigned from Cabinet earlier this week. The resignation comes after the Globe and Mail reported Raybould-Wilson was demoted from the Justice portfolio earlier this year in a Cabinet shuffle and moved into the Veterans Affairs position. The Globe report revealed the demotion was because of her resistance to give in to pressure from the Prime Minister's office to intervene in the fraud case against SNC-Lavalin. The Quebec engineering firm is involved in a criminal fraud case, and with these new allegations, Federal Ethics Commissioner Mario Dion announced he will launch an investigation to examine if the PMO interfered.
A rare black African leopard has been photographed in the wild for the first time in over 100 years. The last time the elusive cat was photographed was in 1909. Leopards are considered critically endangered, and black leopards are even more rare. The photos were captured using a remote camera trap by British wildlife photographer Will Berard Lucas. The camera traps were set following reports of sightings near Lake Kipio Wilderness Camp in Kenya. The findings were published in the African Journal of Ecology. The rare black leopard's coloring is due to a condition known as melanism, basically the opposite of albinism. According to the research paper, melanism may be an adaptation to environments where dark coloring could provide better camouflage.
Here in Canada, we're used to snow and cold weather, but with yesterday's big heap of snow, freezing rain, and high winds, most of Toronto shut down. Hundreds of flights were cancelled at Pearson, and thousands of kids were able to go home due to school boards closing all the schools in the GTA. College and university students, except for those poor souls at U of T St. George, were even granted a day off. But what even constitutes a snow day? Who even makes this decision, and what do they even take into consideration? Reporter Anastasia Coulson-Gagnon has the story on skedline.com. And that's all for news today.
I'm Tierney Angus.
And I'm Alex Sarsenich.
Thanks for watching.
Now here's Daniela with the latest entertainment news.
Good guess.
Thanks, Alex. My name is Daniela Ramirez, and these are your top entertainment stories of the day. Do you want to build another snowman? The Frozen 2 trailer dropped today, and we are amped. The sequel to the 2013 Disney movie is currently being filmed. Alongside the original cast of Kristen Bell, Idina Menzel, and Josh Gad are some new voices, such as Sterling K. Brown and Evan Rachel Wood. It is still unclear what characters the new cast will play, but one thing's for sure, be ready to be singing their catchy songs for months. Frozen made over $1 billion in the box office worldwide, is the 5th top grossing movie of all time, and won 2 Academy Awards. Elsa, the main princess in the movie, is one of the most recognized Disney princesses in the last decade, as she found her way into every child's birthday party. Frozen 2 has some pretty big shoes to fill. The movie is expected to be released in late November of this year. Danielle "Bad Baddie" Bergoli debuted at a Snapchat show called Bringing Up Baddie, and it already hit 10 million views. The Snapchat show, which premiered February 4th, follows Baddie's life as she takes advantage of her newfound fame. According to an interview she did with XXL magazine, the internet sensation hopes the show will help change people's perception of her. You might recall the 15-year-old coming into fame in mid-2016 for her appearance on a Dr. Phil episode. Her catchphrase, "Catch me outside, how about that?" was an instant internet sensation, and so was she. Over the last 2 years, she's tried her hand at rapping and even released a mixtape. Her Snapchat show is scheduled to have 12 episodes. Cardi B made music history at the 61st Grammy Music Awards last Sunday. Cardi was the first female rapper to ever win Best Rap Album Award for her 2018 album, Invasion of Privacy. Her huge win was cause for celebration, but instead, the vocal rapper took to her Instagram story to shoot down all the negative feedback she received. In the rant, Cardi talked about how hard she worked for her album and made note to mention that she does not believe in supporting artists if it means tearing down another one in the process. The angry tirade is nothing new for Cardi, as she is known for her rants on social media, including her most recent one where she criticized the American government shutdown. After her Grammy rant, the rapper deleted her Instagram account. Her 2018 album went double platinum, set various streaming records, and had all 13 songs enter the Billboard's Top 100 list. This is the rapper's first Grammy. Congratulations, Cardi. Beloved icon and comedian Ellen DeGeneres is coming to Toronto. Her Q&A session, A Conversation with Ellen, is hitting Toronto on March 3rd at the Scotiabank Arena. There will be 2 sessions, one at 2 p.m. and one at 6 p.m. The session is set to promote humor, kindness, and love. DeGeneres has paved the way for the LGBTQ and comedy community with her hit talk show Ellen. DeGeneres' trademark is kindness and love, and she will be sharing it with us Torontonians this spring. Tickets went on sale this morning at 10 a.m. That's all the entertainment stories for today. Here's Joy with sports.
Thanks, Daniela. The Humber Hawks basketball teams are at home tonight to take on the Mohawk Mountaineers. Both the men's and women's team are playing back-to-back and hope to come away with a W. The Hawks men and women are first and second, respectively, in the West. Jeremy Lin took to Instagram last night to post an image of himself clad in the Raptors' vintage purple jersey sporting the number 17. Lin confirmed in the comment section that he contacted former Raptors big man Jonas Valanciunas to ask for his blessing, to which JV signed off. Lin will clear waivers at 5 p.m. today and will sign with the Raps. He's expected to debut tonight against the Washington Wizards. Former Toronto Raptor Chris Bosh announced his retirement from basketball yesterday. The 11-time All-Star has been sidelined since the 2015-2016 seasons due to blood clots. Bosh won 2 championships with the Heat, and they will retire his jersey in March. The first ever rivalry series is underway for the Canadian women's hockey team. They lost to the States last night in a tough 1-0 defeat. Our women have lost 8 of the last 10 games to the Americans. They play Game 2 tonight in Toronto, and then they head to Detroit on Thursday for the final matchup. Lastly, a wire fox terrier by the name of King has won Best in Show at the 143rd Westminster Dog Show. He's such a good boy. That's all for sports. For these stories and more, head over to skedline.com.